Professor Breen Brown's research shows that vulnerability fosters good emotional and mental health. It is a sign of courage. We become more resilient and brave when we embrace who we truly are and what we are feeling. The Vulnerable Scientist podcast is a space for scientists to tell their honest and authentic stories. I am your host, Sarah Nyakeri, who happens to be a scientist, informal science communicator, and I help scientists create personal websites. If you want to support this show, go to www.patreon.com/thevulnerablescientist. You can also follow this podcast on all social media platforms at TV Scientist Pod. So, what are the things that you do that have nothing to do with science and pangolins? What are those things, hobbies and all that?
Yeah, hobbies.
Hidden
skills. I'm still writing about science. Okay, if I'm still writing about science. But I think, some level of music, like music writing, like song composition.
Wow.
I have rudiment of the piano. I'm not an expert. Maybe one of these days I will try to explore the more. It's just that I don't know, I've not been serious about the piano. But I think I should be intentional about it.
Yeah.
Like I can play rudiment, like when I'm down and I can, like I see the keyboard, the piano somewhere close, I would but still want to play it. Like so. Okay.
I think you keep just doing it, right?
Singing music for me. Yeah. So it's not like it's an hobby, like something that I can do effortlessly, like doing without have to be told before doing, or because I want to get paid because of it, I'm doing it. I just do it. I do it, and I think I dance a little. I'm saying little because it's not something that I do
often.
To share, I hope you get. Don't let me say share you get.
No, like so, you don't do it because
that's
to do what?
I said I don't. It's not something I do to get money, like to get paid for. But it's something that I enjoy doing.
Would you consider being paid for that? Because it's a skill that you have, right?
If there is opportunity for, it's a skill. Because if there are opportunities for me, fine. I can consider being paid for, like explore it the more. The way I'm exploring science now. So that's what I mean.
I'm interested in that dancing.
They are my hobbies, like, and I enjoy. You want to see me dancing?
At the end of this podcast, I'll ask you for pictures, and maybe I'll hope that in those pictures you'll give me a dancing one. I'm kind of interested.
Are you being serious right now?
Which kind of dancing do you do?
Hey, it's dance hall, you know now. Hey.
Oh, it's dance hall.
Have you even seen the Nigerian dance before? Have you seen the Nigerian dance before?
Yeah.
This kind of Nigerian dance now.
Does it involve twerking? Oh, you know. You laughing?
Cracking my ears now. Hey, Jesus Christ. Okay, it's working. Wow. How you want me to twerk for you? I will, but it's not part of it.
But you know how to twerk, right?
Yeah, like little. I'm talking about little. Like maybe when you see it yourself, you can grade me.
All right. That's nice. That's an interesting downtime thing to do, right? Like when you're not doing science, you have an interesting hobby, especially the dancing one. That's more, I think, creative and more, I don't know, sounds more fun, just to get your mind off what you do every single day. And the music, I hope you get more serious with the music writing. You never know, you can even write things.
I hope.
I've been interested in music that communicates science. And I don't know, when someone says that they do music, I think about that. Science communication and using music as a tool.
Okay.
Yeah. And I've not seen that as much. So it's something I'm interested in. It's just an idea in my head. So I was like, oh, music writing. And she's a scientist. That would be nice.
Do you
sing?
Science. Do you sing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do sing.
That's beautiful.
I do sing, but yeah, I don't do writing. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to do music writing and all that.
Let me write for you and you will sing it. Let me write for you and you will sing. What about that?
Oh, awesome. I'll be glad to do that. Even piano, keyboard, I tried when I was in high school to do music in high school. Then I dropped it because I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know why I dropped it. But yeah, but it's not like I'm an expert or the same thing that you're saying that you're not an expert. For me, I think I'm a lower. I'm not even close to an expert. I'm just existing. I just know what this pattern means. It's a C. This is a sharp. That's all I know. I don't know how to. I know how to interpret music, and can play something, but I can't play together. Like I can't coordinate my head to play. Like this hand is playing and the other hand is playing. It's as if you can see what I'm saying. But anyway, yeah, just assume what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Is there another hobby that you have, or that you had, or that you're planning to have? Yeah.
Hobby. Okay. I think. Yeah. I realized that when I talk to people, they get inspired and they get motivated. But I've been having the idea in my head, like putting something out there that it's not like a motivational speaker or something, like something different, something unique that people would relate with, like it will be a kind of life experience.
Like a YouTube?
You share it with people.
Podcast.
I don't know which one would be the best. But I've been having the idea because I realized that when I talk to people, like when they are down and I talk to them, they get cheered up. I don't know how I do that. They'll be like, wow, thank you for saying this. Thank you for... I'll be like, what have I said that is different from what I've been saying? Like, I don't see anything different. Like, I just say things. So, and it's not like people have been saying that. It's not just one person. It's not just two. Like, they get motivated. So, I don't know how to go about it. So, maybe YouTube... Maybe podcast. I don't know how to go about it because I see myself as a less speaker person. I don't talk too much. So how do I go about it?
By starting.
Well, I think wow.
That's how you go about it. That's how you go about things. You just start. As much as how scary it sounds.
I don't know if it's something. Well, let's see.
You have a phone, right?
I have a phone.
So what else do you need? I'm so nasty. But seriously, like, trust me, with creatives, I think it's a discussion that you had in one of my podcast recordings previously with one of the comedians here in Kenya called Emmanuel Kisiangani. It's one of the episodes that we did earlier, and we were just talking about the behind the scenes of podcasting, and we're just talking about generally about creatives and the things that when we have ideas, and like how long we take before we actualize an idea because we want it to be perfect, or we are so scared about what if people don't get it or people don't relate to it. But if you do things for yourself, I think that's one of the main conclusions. Like, if you do things for yourself, then people who relate to you will come to you, So I think you should listen to that podcast. But seriously, you should start that thing that you have an idea. Because it's something else that actually another guest said here. Gladys Ngetich, Dr. Gladys Ngetich, she said that that once you have inspiration, you should actualize on that inspiration at that moment. Actually, let me find that quote. I have her book here, right here, just in front of me. Okay. Let's see if I can find it. I don't know if I can find it. Oh my God. Let me see. Yes. Inspiration is perishable. Like once you have an idea, you should commit yourself to that idea. And the only way you can commit yourself is by telling people who are close to you so that they keep on asking you, okay, so what's going on with that thing that you said that you will do? So that now you're accountable. You're accountable to that thing and you have to do it. So once you have it, it's best that you do when you have that idea and not wait, because that's the best time. That's where you have the greatest motivation to do it. But if you wait for it, it will expire. Because this is what she said. Let me just read something from her book. This is chapter 4. I'm actually in chapter 4. Okay, so she was quoting a book called Rework by Jason Fried and David H. Hansen.